Hi guys, today I will show you my collection of aircraft grade synchro transmitters, synchro resolvers and whatnot. So the top ones here came from Aircraft Instruments, I did take apart. And the ones at the bottom come from eBay grab bag I did just receive. It was a bag with all the radio parts and all these transmitters. So as it was shipped, it was interesting. So I will show you each one of them. So first here we have all these things on the same wire harness because they came from the same aircraft instrument. It was an RCA navigation device, if I remember correctly. So what do we have here? They are from Clifton Precision Company in USA. We have a servo control motor, 400 Hz. As you can see, these things are really well made, and they are in fact incredibly expensive when new. We have a regular synchro resolver, still made by Clifton. Another control motor, it is the same one, this one. We have a synchro transformer this time. Here with a long shaft synchro receiver and another synchro resolver. So in fact, I know that two resolvers can work together, but there is a lot of things you can do with these devices. You can find a video on YouTube about how to use them. Okay, then here we have more of them, still made by Clifton Precision. Control transformer and resolver. This one has a double shaft, as you can see, and still gear mounted on it. Now from the eBay bag, still from Clifton, what is it? Synchro differential. So each time you have a three-phase rotor in these things and a stator, it is much like motors in fact inside. And you can see how well made it is. Next thing, so this one, the writings are almost erased. So it is made by Bendix Corporation. It is a motor and rate generator. So seems one part is a motor and the other one is a speed sensor for the motor. Something like this. Made in Teterboro, New Jersey. Okay. Then from CSF in France, in the department of spare parts, we have there is nothing written on it. No, what is this exactly? You have a big type number, serial number. This must be a date code, so it must be 1966. And it is nice to have wiring here. As you can see, there is a rotor and two sets of stators. You have at the back here a little window with a little red dot allowing you to check if it is turning or not. And here are all the wires. Okay. The same flavor, in fact, it is almost the same. Yes, it is the same one. The code is 67 on this one. One more. Here I can see the wires are very short, sadly. and you have a connection forks here, connecting forks with the screws. One more. The sticker is different of this one. Maybe we have so if it is a dead code, this one is much older because it is 1961. It is the same model number, I think. One more, still the same. So what else? Please, what else? So here we have, still from CSF, a coordinate transformer. So it must be a synchro encoder, synchro transmitter. They code 68. As you can see, it has also an individual serial number on this thing. Not sure if the US ones did have one. No, this one have no serial number, it seems. Or maybe stamped here on the side. So the interesting thing with this one is the big numbers of contacts. As you can see, it seems it was never used. There is no evidence of a solder on the contacts. What else? Still from CSF, but as you can see, they did copy the design from Clifton at some point, it seems. Still a coordinates transformer. They call 69, 5-digit serial number here. And still with wiring here. So very, very nicely made. I do not know where they came from. I think the dude did take apart some big aircraft radio or something using these devices. Here we have a Bendix AutoSyn transmitter. As you can see, it is missing a little cover at the back, and you can see the rotor contacts here. So we put it in a plastic bag to protect it. We have here from Arrow Servo Controls, Westchester PA, and AROSYN CX. Still rotors on the stator. The ball bearings are very good on this one. Nothing to complain here. Here we have seems it is a motor, induction motor by Coltsman Instrument Corporation in New York. This one you can see is completely sealed. So it seems you have circlips to replace the ball bearings, but apart from that you can't open it. Here is 5 wires. So by the way, some of this stuff sell for several €100 on eBay when they are brand new. It is quite incredible the price. Here we have an old thing. It seems made by, I cannot not read it anymore, in Wisconsin, USA. It is a motor generator. 4-digit serial number here. This specification numbers looks like somewhat like a Boeing parts number. We have 2 sets of wire harness, so I believe they must be the same. As you can see, exactly the same size, and 2 sets of wires. And also, very interestingly, same wires color code. I did not notice it previously, so they must be compatible parts. Okay, then last one for this box, one more appendix. It is an AutoSyn control transformer here. So if I happen to play with these things and do stuff with them, I will make some videos. So I think I have some Russian made somewhere, so I will try to pull them out of storage and show you them now. Here are the Russian made ones. It was true, I have a few of them. First one, you can see it is pretty big, this one. Same kind of shaft with a screw on it, screw thread on it. You can see here we have 8 contacts, it seems. Here is the model number. One nice manufacturer logo here. Next thing, excuse me, they are very well packed in plastic bags. So there is a quite neat one. You can see tiny screws here. So I'm not sure what it is, this one. You have some wiring going to the front part, it seems. And lots of contacts here, 2 solder wires. Next, a tiny one in a plastic bag. With 2 sets of 3 contacts, it seems. Next one, still in a plastic bag also. So this one is interesting because you have a big J around. This is the model number for you. The model number, big serial number, and class 3, it is written. Next, another one. Seems it is the same thing than this one. Yes, at one letter. It is a TB and a TA here, or TD maybe, if it is in the Cyrillic. So since this one is older, and this one has a newer design without the Emerton paint. Okay, next. Oh, here we have an US made ones in the middle of a Russian made ones. It is written Synchro repeater, and there is no brand on this one. You can see very nice brass mounting flange here. Then a big beast with a reduction gearbox here, but it is still the same like this one. Yes, exactly the same thing. Then next, I do not know where it came from. This one, it seems just a motor, it seems, but with a gear drive at the end. Oh god. Okay. So it can be taken apart. You have a planetary or epicyclical drive in this. Then where the one looks very crappy, this one. So this must be a synchro repeater also, synchro transformer. 2 wires and 3 wires of the rotor. Then we are almost done. Here we have, I think this is a motor, yes, this is a simple electrical motor. It looks to be new old stock because there is no solder on the contacts here. You can see the very nice manufacturing of this one. You can see the two parts bolted together here, quite weird. And also the manufacturer plate is screwed down. You don't see this every day. Here we have, I don't know, we have 4 wires. So this must be some kind of motor also. If I remember correctly, it came from a black box I took apart. And I think this will be the last one. We have still with this is a mounting flange here, mounting bracket. And only 2 wires, so yes, it is a motor. You can see a little bit damage here. The bearing cover here, very nice as you can see. Okay, so thanks for watching and bye bye.